Welcome to TGIF.
TGIF. This guy is funny.
Will you please put us?
TGIF.
To give is fine.
To get is fabulous.
TGIF.
Why not be up to date? Welcome to TGIF.
TGIF.
Why not?
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been way too long between storms and other kinds of freaky acts of nature. We have not been on for what, 2 weeks, a week? It's been a while. It's been too long. But anyway, we're here tonight and we are live. It is February what? 4th? 4th. It's February 4th. So mark that down in your calendars. We're live here on TGIF. Tonight my guest is country singer-songwriter George Stepien. But first, you'll notice I'm sitting here by myself and I'm missing someone very much. She's gone away. Christy's not here with us tonight, so I'm here all by myself again. But I'll tell you guys a little secret. Come closer. Which camera's closer? Come closer. This one. Yes, come closer. She's in New Jersey with Chris. They're eloping. Ha! Psych! Okay, in-laws, sit back, relax. They're not eloping. They're going to an art show, I believe, or something. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, we're here, and we're going to take a real quick break, and we're going to be back with some music and chat with George Stepien, so stay tuned. We're here. We're here. We're back. And we're here with George Stepien. George, welcome back. It's good
to be
see
back
you.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a little while, and a lot of things have changed, and you're continuing with your... George had to point this out. I kept looking at him during the pre-interview in the other room, and I kept thinking, there's something different. I was thinking it was your mustache, that was different, but the fact is, he's shaved the beard.
Yeah. New look.
New look. A new year, a new look.
You're right.
Yeah. Now, George, all kinds of things have been happening for you since the last time you came to visit us here on the show.
Right.
You've been writing songs, and you've actually sold some songs recently.
Right. Just before Christmas, I kind of an early Christmas present, I got a contract for 2 of my songs, and with a major publisher down there. So that was pretty nice, early Christmas present. Now I just am hoping somebody's going to record them and make them famous, and me.
Exactly. Now, I was asking you, out of curiosity, how does that process work? I mean, just kind of in a nutshell, you write a song and you're inspired, and it's great, and of course you want it to go out and be successful. How do you market that song, to, like say in Nashville, because that's where you sold yours.
Right.
How do you do that?
Well, you have to, first of all, get it copyrighted and know how to do that with the Library of Congress.
Right.
That's the legal way, or the best way. And once it's copyrighted, then you can probably give it to anybody or send it out to any publisher or record label or producer, artist. And if they are accepting material, first of all, a lot of times they say we're not accepting, or you have to call them first to find out if they'll take yours or listen. And if they say yes, you could send it out to them, and you'll get an answer one way or the other. If you send a self-addressed stamped envelope and all that, they don't like to pay for postage.
Well,
so
of course not. Yeah.
And a lot of times if you don't notify them and just send it to them, you'll probably never get it back, or they'll just throw it out. Or really.
I mean, have you ever been really moved to send something even though maybe they told you that they weren't accepting material, because you really felt that strongly about the song, and you thought, well, maybe if they hear it they'll change their mind?
No, because you learn after a while.
They're hardcore.
If they say no, they mean no. Even when they say yes, you're kind of Well, I hope so. You know, you're taking a chance.
Now, the two songs that you wrote, are you going to be doing either one of them or both of them?
No, not tonight. I'm going to do
not
some
tonight?
other material.
Okay. Now, we also talked about the fact that you're writing some music for a female vocalist.
Yeah,
and also some duets.
Right. So it's kind of a new thing to write, basically for myself or a male artist, to write for a female and have the song come from a female point of view. You know, it takes a little bit of, you know.
So you do write the music and the lyrics?
And the lyrics, yeah.
And have you always done that? Or have you,
pretty much. I've worked with other songwriters also where they have maybe a little bit better knack at creating melodies, and I'll write the lyric and then they'll do the music to it. Or they'll give me a piece of the music, a chorus.
Right.
And a little hook and a kind of a melody, and then we'll kind of work together on it. I'll rewrite the rest of the words and maybe add a little different melody to it, and then we'll go back and forth until we have it the way we both like it.
Great.
And hopefully good enough to send out.
Yeah. Now, when you were on last time, you were doing a lot of club gigs. You were
Right.
performing more in public, and you were telling me that now you are concentrating more on the writing.
Right.
And doing recording.
Right.
And you have recently done a demo, another demo?
No, we did another demo of a song I'm going to do tonight. That's kind of a humorous type thing. And I have a station in Salisbury that's airing it for their winter and spring sports programming. They do football games and
Right,
basketball and things like
right.
that. And we did a tri-state trade show at the Housatonic Valley High School. And I played with my band at the time. And this fella heard the song and he just like loved this song. He says, I have to have that song. I want that song for our programming. So we worked out a deal, and he's been using it now. And we cut a pretty good demo of it, I thought, and with the band, and I just mailed that out to Nashville. So I'm kind of hoping with that, you know.
Now the song is on WHOZ, is that right? The demo?
WHOZ TV, Whoozy TV they call it. Yeah.
Whoozy?
Whoozy.
That's
Whoozy
cute.
TV.
That's cute.
And I'm on, I guess when they do like a basketball game or a football game,
Yeah.
I open up the game with the song.
that's
so
neat.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Get a little bit,
Yeah.
I want to get as much exposure as I can, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's a great way to do it. Do you think maybe you could play the tune for us?
Yeah, I'm going to do that tonight.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Now, my gosh, there's so, I was like taking notes like copiously when we were talking. It's like all this stuff is going on. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about the duets? I'm really kind of curious about that myself. Are you working with a specific artist on this?
Kathy Miles, she's the wife of Ram Miles, who plays in my band, who's out in the audience tonight. And she's a female singer who sings with various different bands around, and you know, we've been friends, and I figure we know each other well enough, I think, to work with each other, and we're fairly close by, so that makes it easy.
Yeah.
We don't have to travel 2 hours to rehearse with somebody, you know.
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. So
Yeah.
now, in doing this, what kinds of things do you take in consideration when you're writing a duet? I mean, when I think of of country music and all that, and duets, I think of songs like is it Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man? Is
Right,
that,
yeah.
things like that, which are classic,
Right.
type duets. Is that the kind of thing that you're looking for, or is it something a little more contemporary? Do you like to touch on contemporary issues, or more?
Well,
fun
it
stuff?
probably would depend on where the ideas come from and how they, you know, evolve.
Yeah.
Some of them might be ballad type.
Yeah.
Some of them might be really like Louisiana Man type thing, where they're up tempo. But it'll go from the whole spectrum. We've got one called "Let's Cook Up Some Lovin' that we've been fooling around with, and
Oh, what a pun!
it's kind of you know, kind of a bit risque in a sense. You know, some people might take it one way, some people might take it another way.
Now, I wish we could do that song tonight.
Well, maybe you
Up our ratings, you know.
maybe her and I can come on again and maybe do it
Yeah.
down the road somewhere, or do a few of them.
Great. Well, we're going to take a break in a few minutes, but before we do that, I'd love to hear the song that you're doing on WHOZ.
Okay.
If we can maybe disengage you
Sure.
and make that graceful
This is
transition
for all the
to
sports fans out
for all
there.
the sports fans. Yeah. And what is the name of the song, George?
TV sports.
TV sports. Very appropriate. Get you all hooked up there. Live TV, I love it. TV sports.
Eyes, please stop crying. Heart, keep from dying. Ease my soul from this empty hole that she put me in. Well, I know I'm not a perfect man, but I believe I've done the best I can. I took out the trash once or twice. I've even walked the dog in the snow and ice. I've gone out for pizza, burgers and fries. Why am I seeing those tears in her eyes? So I watch a little TV. What's the big deal? I let her watch Vanna spin the big wheel. I give her a kiss every now and then. What do these women expect of us men? She says there's no point in being married to me. All I really care about is watching TV. It's football, basketball, hockey and track. I watch them all back to back. I don't take a break for baseball's sake. I wouldn't want to miss a thing. But she just wasn't entertaining sports. Helmets crashing and halftime reports. Now that she's gone, I don't know what to do. I miss a sweet voice and it's making me blue. Oh, tell me, how do I get her back? It's too damn quiet without her here. Nobody's yelling, get your own beer. I guess I've got to change my ways, get into a different phase. There's only one way she'll come home to me. Just throw out that damned old TV. It's football, basketball, hockey and track. I watch them all back to back. I don't take a break for baseball's sake. I wouldn't want to miss a thing. But she just wasn't into TV sports. Helmets crashing and halftime reports. Now that she's gone, I don't know what to do. I miss a sweet voice and it's making me blue. Oh, tell me, how do I get her back? Well, there's only one way she'll come home to me. Just throw out that damned old TV.
All right. Oh. Okay. All right. Get a camera on me.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. Ah, where are we? Anyone, yes.
Stop jumping around.
Yes, there we are. Okay, we're going to be back in just a minute with more singing from George Stepien, so stay tuned. Yeah, there. Here I am, hear me, hear my words. Yes, we're back. And we have more music from George Stepien. Now this time, George, we're going to hear a ballad.
Ballad,
A
yeah.
ballad, so a little change of pace from what we just heard. That was a great song, by the way. That was very, very humorous. What's the name of this song?
Giving up.
Give It Up. All right, let's
New
hear
Year's
it.
resolution type thing.
Oh, okay. George Stepien.
I've given up caffeine. I've even kicked nicotine. I've given up my Saturday nights of drinking beer and barroom fights. I've given up looking at every pretty face, and I don't fool around no more. I've given up the chase. trusted me with your heart, and I went and set you free. But you've given up on me. Too many nights of misery. You got tired of walking the floor, packed up your tears and you found the door. It's driving me insane to carry around the pain. This is something I'll never do. I know I'll never get over you. This is something I'll never do. I know I'll never get over you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Now, let's get you mic'd up again so people can hear you. Now, before we run out of time, because we're getting short on time.
Okay.
Okay, you've got tapes out,
Right.
and they're available in this area. And we've got on our little character generator doodad in there the names of some of the places locally where you can get George's cassettes. Litchfield, Cobble Court Bookshop, The Workshop, and Canaan, the Canaan Pharmacy. I've been there, I know that place. Okay, Lakeville, Sights and Sounds, Goshen Country Store in Delhi, Torrington, Music Town in Harwinton, Tumbleweed Western Shop, and in Millerton, New York, Oblong Book and Music. And there's probably some others too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and more to come.
I hope so.
Great.
I hope so.
Yeah. Now, you're not just doing appearances on TGIF, you're everywhere.
I try to be as
Yeah.
many places as I can.
No, seriously. I mean, you were telling me you're doing some guest appearances at other places. Would you like to tell the audience that so they can be
Yeah,
sure
I'll
to
be
catch you?
getting some airplay also on local radio around the area, WKZE in Sharon. I'll be there Sunday evening, I'm not sure, between 5 and 8, somewhere around there. And Q103 in Lakeville, I believe it is, they're also been playing a lot of the stuff. Matter of fact, on one of the coldest days we had, was like 30 below zero or whatever it was. They played one of my songs called Coldest Time of the Year. So it was pretty neat. And I'm also hopefully be going up and doing something on WPKN in Bridgeport.
In Bridgeport.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so
And that's a wild station.
Right,
It
yeah.
really is. They are awesome, yeah.
we're also going to be working on a video doing that TV
video?
sports song. We're going to video that
wow.
with the host, like a skit type of thing. So
Yeah?
I'm looking forward to doing that.
That's
We're trying to find the wife right now, somebody who can play the part. You know.
Well, we happen to know an actress. She's in New Jersey tonight. But yeah, sure, why not? You know, no actually, that'd be great. Doing a video. I mean, are you going to have like the big production crew and all
Well,
that good stuff?
it's gonna. I'm not sure exactly how much money they're gonna be putting into it, but a few bucks, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So you'll be immortalized in video.
Yeah.
Well, George, I want to thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on the show. And unfortunately, we don't have more time because I know we had one more song.
One more song,
But
yeah.
but you know, hopefully we can get you back on before the season's over, and you can
Would love
maybe
to.
show the video as well as.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe we'll have
as
it done by then.
Do some of your other stuff.
Yeah.
For which camera? Here we go. There we go. Right there. Got it. I got it that time. Future guests we have coming on the show. I've told you this before. We have Age to Perfection, which is a barbershop quartet. And also this month we have Meow Incorporated, and we're going to have little live kitty cats come on the show and poo-poo on the rug, and make sure that we have some tissue and Windex or whatever we use on Scotch Guard, that's it. But thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully it won't snow this weekend. Hopefully it won't snow next weekend. If the groundhog saw his shadow, we're screwed, okay? But anyway, hopefully we will be here next week live and it won't be a rerun. I want to thank you again, George. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next week on TGIF.